The number of Indians living in America has grown from just barely over 3 million in 2014 to more than 5 million in 2024. During this time, they managed to become the wealthiest ethnic community in the U.S., with a median income above $150,000. This number isn't at all surprising, considering that 43% of Indians work as managers, 33% are employed in IT and sales, and over 50,000 work as doctors and surgeons. Because of this high social standing, thousands of Indian nationals buy homes in the U.S. each year. Some do it to secure a primary residence in America before moving. Some just want a vacation home on a beach, while others purchase real estate to generate passive income and invest in a more stable currency. If you too are an Indian looking to buy a house in America, this video will teach you the most important things you should consider when looking for one. But before we start, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the Non-Resident Investor channel. That way, you'll be the first to know when we publish new videos, and will also help support the channel. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Can Indians buy a house in America? Indian citizens can buy property in the USA without much trouble. The U.S. real estate market is vast and welcoming to all foreign nationals, including Indians. Between 2022 and 2023, foreigners spent over $53.3 billion on U.S. properties, with Indians accounting for around 7% of that. This makes Indians the fourth largest group of foreign property buyers in the U.S. While the process of buying a house as an Indian can be challenging, having a valid U.S. visa or citizenship simplifies it. However, you don't need a visa or U.S. credit score to buy real estate in America. The only difference having one makes is in the documentation you'll need to complete your purchase. The documents you'll need to buy a house in America. The documents you will need to collect to buy a home in America will depend on whether you're buying as a non-resident or are already living and working in the U.S. If you're buying as a non-resident, you will find the complete list of documents you'll need on screen. Feel free to pause the video to inspect it. Now, if you already have a job in the U.S. or have been living there for a while already, you will need the following set of documents. Feel free to pause the video to inspect the full list. Do note that all of these documents must be translated into English by a court-certified interpreter when applying, even when doing so as a non-resident from India. If you decide to invest through an LLC, you will need some additional documents on top of these. To buy a home through an LLC, you'll need to also present your EIN, Articles of Incorporation, your LLC's operating agreement, and sometimes you might even need an ITIN. All of these documents are essential to opening a US LLC, so you're likely to already have them. If you opt to take out a loan when buying a house as a non-US resident, you may also need to provide an income report from your home country. Banks don't like working with high-risk clients, so this document serves to prove that you are financially stable and will be able to pay off that loan. The better your financial status, the higher the odds of getting your loan approved. Where Indians buy homes in America. Although Indians buy property all across America, some states are more popular among Indian buyers than others. In 2023, the 5 most popular destinations for Indian homebuyers were California, Texas, Alaska, Illinois, and North Carolina. New York, Minnesota, Michigan, and Massachusetts followed close by. However, most of these places just started gaining popularity over the last few years. Despite that, most of them don't have developed Indian communities yet. If you prefer to move to a region with a lot of your fellow countrymen, then you should consider the following metropolitan areas with thriving Indian communities. How to buy a home in the U.S. as an Indian national. Indians can buy property in the U.S. in one of 2 ways: using their legal name or through a US LLC. If you're purchasing a primary residence, it's relatively straightforward to buy it under your legal name. However, if you're a foreigner living in the U.S., you may need to jump through a few extra hoops, especially if you're buying with a loan. For instance, all foreigners will be subject to the FIRPTE withholding tax, which will increase your property's tax expenses if not handled properly. That's why it's best to consult with a CPA who specializes in working with foreigners, because they can help you minimize taxes and overall risk. If you're looking at investing in a rental property, you should handle the transaction through an LLC. Buying a home through an LLC provides various tax advantages, helps you protect your assets, and keeps your identity private in most U.S. states. In either case, make sure to work with an experienced CPA and lawyer to ensure the buying process goes smoothly. When it comes to financing, though, most Indians buy homes in one of two ways: with a mortgage loan or an all-cash purchase. Most Indian buyers prefer mortgage loans, with about 88% choosing this route in 2023. Some of the most popular mortgage options include foreign national loans, DSCR loans, conventional loans, and ITIN mortgage loans. Mortgages allow even Indian nationals to buy higher-priced properties with just a down payment, offer tax-deductible interest, and help build your credit history. Even though only a small number of lenders in America work with foreigners, you can still secure a mortgage loan even from overseas. However, if you want to avoid contacting dozens of banks and would like to streamline the process, it's best to consult with a professional. That's where our team at Nonresident Investor can help. We help foreign nationals like you secure mortgage loans and buy property all across America quickly and efficiently. Get in touch with us to find your dream home today. Or, if you're looking to move from India to the US and aren't sure what you'll need, check out our other video where we go through the entire process.